Marvel's Mantis actress Palm Clementif recently talked about a potential future in the MCU for her character and what happens after the emotional ending and send off at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, this comes at us from an interview that Palm did with Esquire, where she was talking about a post Guardians of the Galaxy future for the character of Mantis and where we could see her pop up next, if at all. And she says she really doesn't know what's going to happen with her character. She says that the place they left her off on obviously gives her some closure, but there's obviously ways that they can bring her back. But realistically, she says she has no clue if there's going to be more Guardians, what they're doing with the franchise and her involvement with it, and exactly when we might see her pop up next, if ever again. She also did say that when making this film, everybody sort of saw it as an ending, and that was the way that they approached it. But once again, she reflects on how the film ends, the new Guardians, and what's happening with them, and then what's happening with the former ones, saying that anything could really happen. And it would be interesting to see where these characters end up years from now, but that's all up to Marvel Studios to decide if they're coming back, when, and how. And of course, just recently, James Gunn said the same thing, saying, well, I left them off in a spot where they're comfortable, and I don't know what happens next. And he even said, I just hope whoever they get isn't trying to copy me, and that they let them do their own thing. Which, once again, I think that's important, and why we have such a different team at the end. And I think that's important to really think about. The fact that it's a new start, and all these old characters, if they just come back and join the Guardians, well, it's the same team again. So what are you going to really do? So I think what she's hinting at is, hey, I got some ideas, but it definitely won't be a core Guardians member, which, honestly, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, and I think that's the best way to approach it as it is anyway. So we'll see what happens next, and they'll probably do more interviews as this comes out on Disney Plus and Blu-ray and 4K and all that, but until then, we don't really have much outside of just looking at box office and whatever else is happening with sales of assets.